Good day, ma'am. I am Maria Bel A. Bautista from BTVTED FSM 1B. So, for today's video, I'll present to you the following topic: the status of Philippine agriculture and fisheries. So, the Philippines is still primarily an agricultural country, despite the plan to make it an industrialized economy by 2000. So, most citizens still live in rural areas and support themselves through agriculture. The country's agriculture sector is made up of four sub-sectors. The first one is farming, second is fisheries, third is livestock, and the last is forestry. The latter two sectors are very small, which together employ 39.8% of the labor force and contribute 20% of GDP. Encyclopedia of the Nations, Encyclopedia of the Nations, Asia and the Pacific, Philippines, Philippines Agriculture. Philippines Agriculture in 1083. The Philippines is still primarily an agricultural country despite the plan to make it an industrialized economy by 2000. Most citizens still live in rural areas and support themselves through agriculture. The country's agriculture sector is made up of four sub-sectors. First is farming, second is fisheries, third is livestock, and last is forestry. The latter two sectors are very small, which together employ 39.8% of the labor force and contribute 20% of GDP. So, the country's main agricultural crops are rice, corn, coconut, sugarcane, bananas, pineapple, coffee, mangoes, tobacco, and abaca. A banana-like plant is secondary crops include peanut, cassava, kamote. A type of root crop is garlic, onion, cabbage, eggplant, calamansi, and a variety of lemon, rubber, and cotton. The year 1998 was a bad year for agriculture. It is because of adverse weather conditions. Sector output shrunk by 8.3%, but it posed growth the following year. Yet, hog farming and commercial fishing posted declines in their gross revenues in 1999. So, the sector is burned with low productivity for most of its crops. The Philippines exports its agricultural products around the world, including the United States, Japan, Europe, and Asian countries, members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Major exports products are coconut oil and other coconut products, fruits and vegetables, bananas, and prawns, or a type of shrimp. Other exports include the Cavendish banana, cayenne pineapple, tuna, seaweed, and carrageenan. The value of coconut product export amounted to US 989 million in 1995, but declined to US 569 million by 2000. Imported agricultural products include unmilled wheat and muslin, oil cake and other soybean residues, malt and malt flour, urea, flour, meals, and pellets of fish, soybeans, and whey. One of the most pressing concerns of the agricultural sector is the rampant conversion of agricultural land into golf courses, residential subdivisions, and industrial parks or resorts. In 1993, the nation was losing irrigated rice lands at a rate of 2,300 hectares per year. Small landholders find it more profitable to sell their land to developers in exchange for cash, especially since they lack capital for seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, and wages for hiring workers to plant and harvest that crops. Another concern is farmers' continued reliance on chemical-based fertilizers or pesticides that have destroyed soil productivity over time. In recent years, however, farmers have been slowly turning to organic fertilizer, or at least to a combination of chemical and organic inputs. Environmental damage is another major concern. Coral reef destruction, pollution of coastal and marine resources, mangrove forest destruction and siltation, the clogging of bodies of water with silt deposits are significant problems. The agricultural sector has not received adequate resources for the funding of critical programs or projects, such as the construction of efficient irrigation systems. According to the World Bank, the share of irrigated crop land in the Philippines averaged only about 19.5% in the mid-1990s, compared with 37.5% for China, 24.8% for Thailand, and 30.8% for Vietnam. In the late 1990s, the government attempted to modernize the agriculture sector with the Medium-Term Agricultural Development Plan and the Agricultural Fisheries Modernization Act. The fisheries sector is divided into three subsectors: commercial, municipal, and aquaculture, or cultivation of the natural produce of bodies of water. So, in 1995, the Philippines contributed 2.2 million tons, or 2% of total world catch, ranking it 12th among the top 80 fish producing countries. Or in the same year, the country also earned the distinction of being the fourth biggest producer of seaweed and ninth biggest producer of world aquaculture products. In 1999, the fisheries sector contributed 80.4 billion of current prices, or 16% of gross value added in agriculture. So, total production in 1999 reached 2.7 million tons. Aquaculture contributed the most with 949,000 tons, followed closely by commercial fishing with 948,000 tons and municipal fisheries with 910,000 tons. So, domestic demand for fish is substantial, with average yearly fish consumption at 36 kg per person, compared to a 12 kg figure per consumption of meat and other food products. So, that's all. Thank you and God bless.